Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, going to be a mono battle, specifically requested by a guy named Josh, who says, "Do you read every comment, Falcon? I'm requesting a mono battle." And I found one from 2022 featuring Hyper 1. Toxic Genius left early, so kick him next game, says Kalashnikova. So we've got Jinzo, Kalashnikova, Toxic Genius isn't here. We've got Twister versus Hyper 1, I'm 12, L Stubert, and Lol Funny. Alright, so it's a mono battle. You can only build one unit. And let's go ahead and introduce these players. So, we've got I'm 12, the Protoss player, his teammate. We've got Hyper 1 playing Zerg today. We've got a purple Zerg player named Lol Funny. And a Terran, L Stubert. Top side, we've got another Terran player, Jinzo. A Protoss named Toxic Genius, who is gathering minerals for his teammates while he's away. We've got Twister, a Protoss player, and another Protoss player, Kalashnikova. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. So it's Mutalisk, Stalker, Marine, Broodlord versus Marine Carrier, Dark Templar. So I assume the is Toxic Genius here because he's not here and did not select a unit that he can only make in this mono battle. So, this is either Broodlord or Mutalisk, and Broodlord or Mutalisk. So, you have extractors. There we go. So saturating his double extractor opening here is a little funny, but just just saturating one and not the other. All right, okay. Mono battles are not the highest level of StarCraft 2 that I cast, but they are very, very, very fun. So, a proxy here from I'm 12, quickly scouted out by Mr. Twister. Throwing down a cannon. Alright. Did you open up? Yeah, opened up Forge. What the heck? Very interesting. So a cannon to shut down a proxy. If I've seen that before, I do not remember it. Very, very weird opening here. But hey, mono battles. Where else can you see weird stuff like this? Zap. Zap. Stalker? Stalker? Are you gonna make a stalker with this? You let it finish, man. You let it finish. So, you better make a stalk. Okay, alright, not making a stalker. Mr. I'm 12. Expanding Mr. Lol Funny as well as Hyper 1. Very, very good. Expanding as well as I'm 12. And L Stubert, our Terran player from Team South. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why you let this gateway finish. No, Terry! Terry the Overlord, don't die! He's gonna die. Alright, well, he's dead. Hey, be sure to check out FalconPaladin.store. We've got Terry the Overlord merch available. We have Robert the Zealot merch available. We got Steve the SCV merchandise available, too. Very brave Steve the SCV out there in his HAV suit. And yeah, if you're gonna make Marines in a mono battle, you kinda gotta get stuff done with them early, you know? The Stalker from I'm 12 says, "Oh yeah? What if I kill one of your Marines and now you only have 3 remaining? How's that sound?" Bad. Actually, pretty bad. But look, the Marines keep coming and they don't stop coming. Let's go. Keep flooding these Marines in. Yeah, Marine says, Marine says, "I would like to fight against the Stalker." The Stalker's like, "I don't know about this." It's pretty good micro, honestly. I'm kind of impressed by I'm 12 considering he let his gateway finish and got nothing done with it. Fleet beacon on the way from Kalashnikova. We can assume that's our carrier player because what else would it be? And that means our other Protoss player, who is not Kalashnikova, is working on them DTs, which is weird that he opened up Forge, and he's really behind on tech. Gateway just finished. He's got his double gas, too, not saturating it. Finally getting a Cyber Core, and L Stubert is building 2 command centers over here. What for? he's also making Marines, but does he have any Marines yet? He's got 2. He has 2 Marines yet. Keep thinking these are buildings, but these are lava pits. On the minimap, they look like brown buildings, but I guess no one's brown, so I could just kind of ignore anything brown I see on the minimap. That's probably a good way to do this. But yeah, I haven't received a mono battle submission since 2022, so if you want me to cast your mono battle, feel free to send it in. Send it to Sniper Monkey as part of the Mid-Rank Madness process. Email address in the description. Or if you're like a higher level mono battle player, like you're playing and you've got people who are masters or grandmasters involved, send it directly to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. Mono battles are fun. And it's been way too long since we've had another one. So thank you, Josh, for reminding me that mono battles are fun, that I haven't cast one in a while. Lol, funny. Ugh, another Overlord down. Terry's brother, Barry, is dead. Tragically. Lol, funny getting a 3rd base. I'm a big fan of 3 bases if you're a Zerg player. 3 bases are the sweet spot. It's where it's at. Mr. Twister's just like, you know, I don't need DTs. We're working on it. We're finally getting a Twilight Council here at 5.5 minutes, but it's cannons for me, which is weird. I mean, I guess it did allow him to shut down that forward gateway pretty easily with the cannons. He wasn't waiting for DTs to come out, you know. Can you make Medivacs if you are Terran? Like they, I don't think you can, because they count as healers, right? If you make Medivacs, can they only pick up? Because everybody can drop. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is the problem with our carrier player, is that there are stalkers available, and stalkers absolutely impale carriers because they do bonus versus armored, and they have blink so they can escape the Marines. Ah, this is so good for Mime 12. Yeah, Mime 12 is really surprising me, considering he let that gateway finish for absolutely no reason to start the game, but he's been amazing since then. This Stalker Ball, way too good, man. I mean, they're kind of they're running into Marines here and there, because obviously our guy Jinso is making a bajillion Marines. Because what else are you going to do in a mono battle other than make a bajillion of the unit that you can make? This is some incredibly cost-efficient Stalker stuff. I think some of them might actually escape here, too. Can they blink there? Oh my gosh, they can. Ah, that's so brutal. Okay, wow. Team North is not feeling good about that. 2 carriers down, several Marines, probes, SCVs died, and 4 of the Stalkers escaped. All right. Well, I mean, Stalkers in general are not great fighters directly against Marines, especially if they have stim. But man, they can really handle carriers pretty effectively cost for cost. Especially blinking directly under the carriers, target firing 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Man, Lil Funny is going to start having Broodlords out here in... Well, actually, he's still waiting on his Hive to finish. So, around 8 or 9 minutes... That's just the nature of Zerg Tier 3, is it's going to take forever to get out. Whereas, you know, if you're a Protoss at this stage of the game, check this out. We already have carriers. We've had carriers since the 5-minute mark. Tier 3, who worries about waiting to get Tier 3? Zerg does. Zerg really does. Okay, well, check it out. Our Hive is done, which means it's time to go for a Greater Spire on either one of your... Oh, does he only have the one? Dude, he's going to wait until +1 attack finishes to make his Greater Spire, but these Corruptors can't attack anything. You can make Corruptors to get up to Broodlords in mono battle, but the Corruptors can't be used to attack anything. They just kind of exist. I guess they could fly around and do some scouting, which is frustrating for the other team, but seriously, okay, Greater Spire. I think he canceled the attack upgrade because he's like, I can't wait for that. I have to get some units out. They can do stuff. Yep, Mutaflock from Hyper One's alive. Really, the major threat for him is going to be the carriers and the Marines. I mean, DT is obviously not. And then the fact that Toxic Genius is gone, obviously not either. I'm surprised they didn't have Toxic Genius go set up another base, but whatever. Just having him mine minerals and gas and splitting it amongst the remaining players is not bad. Dude, Kalashnikova has no defense at this base except for carriers. Fine. Look at the Overseers. They're here because Well, there are probably some DTs around. That's why. So, yeah, work together. What are the Marines' upgrades at? +2, +1 stim combat shield. This blink micro, pretty good. Mutas, come assist. Come assist with that battle. Mutaflock from Hyper 1. Gathering. The best news for these Mutas is that nobody on Team North has splash damage. That's the biggest deal for them. There's no Widow Mines. There are no... There's no Storm available, right? It's single target damage only, which Marines can tear through Mutas pretty easily, even with their single target. And Carriers too, to be honest. But not nearly as bad as a couple Widow Mine hits, or Thor anti-air splash attacks, or Parasitic Bomb if somebody's got Vipers. Like, there's a lot of good answers to Mutas, but Team North doesn't really have many of them. Except for the Carriers. Oh, that Carrier fleet is no joke. 10 Carriers at 10 minutes. How many Broodlords? 9 Broodlords at 10 minutes. There we go. He's doing all right. Doing all right. So, Broodlords moving out. Again, you know how I feel about teamwork in team games. You need it. You need the teamwork in the team games, laddies, if you're going to do this thing. I'm12 is expanding like crazy up this left side. I'm a huge fan of that. Oh, yeah, that's not enough to do anything. And here come the Broodlords, and they really need some support from these... Against these Carriers, they're going to sit here. Oh, gosh. So this is pre-last patch Broodlords. Their acceleration and their speed is garbage. So this is it. This is what happens to Broodlords when they don't have any speed at all. Not that current Broodlords would have done better. Dude, seriously, though. You guys have to do a little better teamwork. I'm12's kind of working on his own. Hyper 1's doing his own thing. Lol Funny's out there. Losing all his Broodlords because nothing can protect them. What is our Marine player doing? Got Marines. He's got 23 Marines. Okay. So maybe El Stubart isn't the greatest player we've ever seen. Muta upgrades are at +1/+1 for these guys. Working on the +2/+2 and making 14 more Mutalisks. Yeah. I mean, this is a Mutalisk heaven right now. You can outrun the Carriers. You can outrun the Marines really effectively, too. You don't have to worry about Widow Mines anywhere, which is amazing. And yeah, you can outrun anything on the map that can kill you. DTs can't do it. Carriers can. Marines can. But you're faster than both of those units. Yeah, and then you just kind of snipe out. Nexus, swing up around this way. Uh-oh. Find out maybe you've been trapped. Run this way. Get down this right side as much as you can. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Hurry. Run. There are 46 Mutas on the map. Oh, he got stuck. Oh, Lol Funny tapped out. No. Lol Funny. Yeah, see how these Corruptors are not attacking anything? That's because they can't. Mutas. Okay. Oh, he gave up. No, sort of. He mostly gave up. That's fine. Kill that DT. Yeah, swiping at that DT. Okay, so it's turned into a 3v3 here at 12 minutes. Toxic Genius is gone. Lol Funny taps out because he's like, my Broodlords totally suck against these Carriers and these Marines. Yeah, but again, that's why we have to work together. We must work together. And see, the Mutas are like, oh no, something can kill me. Get out of there. Just get out. Oh, flying into Missile Turret Town. Not. He doesn't quite have enough Mutas to one-shot these turrets as he's learning kind of on the fly. And boy, the Mutas are dying real fast, huh? 25 remaining. That is a total of 55 Mutas that have died thus far. Stalker group. Again, not much teamwork here in this mono battle, but hey. Is what it is. Hey, Alice Stubert decided to finally do something at 13 minutes. He's got 2 Marines. He's got vehicle and ship plating for his nothing that uses vehicle and ship plating. He's working on further armor, too, for those dudes. Yeah, man, Blink Stalkers, let's find your newly built Carriers. But the Carriers that have a million interceptors are a lot scarier. Marines, stimming in. Need you to kill interceptors, Marines, so the Stalkers can do much better. Yes, here it is. Obliterating those interceptors. Don't chase the Carriers, just kill the interceptors. That's what you're here for, guys. Look at that interceptor count plummet up in the top. Do you see that? Do you see that interceptor count? 35, 32, 25, 28. And now the Stalkers are like, oh, you only got like 20 interceptors? Ba-ba. Ba-ba. On the other side, though, the Marines of Jinso just wrecked a Nexus of IM-12s. Gonna kill another one. Apparently it does not know this one exists, which is a good thing for IM-12. No! All of his warp gates are gonna die. This is turning out to be pretty problematic. Scan. L. Stubert. Okay, there's the scan. DTs all evaporate. And by that I mean... Just kidding. That one's allowed to remain alive. Carrier down. Look how fast these carriers die. Oh my gosh, they die so fast. Yeah, trying to split the carrier attacks here. Carrier down, 2 carriers down, but still like 8 remaining. On the other side, the Rampage of Jinso is still a thing. Spine Crawler, save us. Blah, blah. Queen, you can do it. 1 queen per hatchery. No. Oh, 2 Spine Crawlers, go. The Stalkers of IM-12 are trying to deal with them using some superior Blink Micro, but it's a tough ask. The Stalkers of IM-12 are sitting on 2-2 upgrades, which is nice, but has to throw up 8 more warp gates to replace the ones that were lost earlier. They're going to be replaced up at the top left. Carriers from Kalashnikova trying to cruise in and see what they can figure out. Nidus of Hyper 1 down. I mean, for drones, I guess? Here we go. Marine cake. No, he thought he got one. There we go. Yeah, it's pulling off one of the carriers before it dies is always rough. Carrier down, carrier down. This is so brutal for these carriers. Oh, he's actually moving them back. Look at him move. Oh, well, one of them he moved away. The rest of them just kind of hold still and die, which is a carrier trait. They hold still and die. Oh, little funnies, drones are dying. That income not going to Hyper 1, L. Stubert, or a little funny here. Oh, no, the Marines of Jinso found the new warp gates. There's DTs from Twister, too. Uh-oh. IM-12 is getting absolutely riggedy wrecked here. Hyper 1, too. He's down to 1 base. 2 bases mining. I guess he has this one, too, but it's not mining, so I'm not going to count it. Uh-oh. So it's 169, 47, 63 supply for Team Jinso. 92, 23, 172, and 95 for Team Hyper 1. L. Stubert has a lot of Marines. What are the battle of the upgrades here? 3-3 for Jinso. And only the 3-3, here we go for IM-12 too. So they both got combat shield and stim. For some reason there's this vehicle plating thing that L. Stubert has invested into for reasons I do not understand. But whatever. Oh, and then little funny still has some Broodlords here. Interesting. I don't know who's controlling them. I'm gonna guess Hyper 1's controlling these because his Mutaflock is 20 right now. Repair. Repairing it works if you can kill the DTs. It doesn't work if you can't kill the DTs, guys. Ah, yes, the 3 Mutalisk play. Oh, they've got the DT Blink ability here. Shadow Stride's been researched. Yep, this is a scrap fest. This is not everybody maxes out and then tries to murder each other at 20 minutes. This is Jinso's maxed out because of course he is. He can make Marines. 3-3 Marines, man. Blah, hatchery down. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't even have to stim. This is just having a casual Sunday stroll. All right, Marine versus Marine. I don't know who's the stimmer. Who stims more probably loses, but look how close this is. Reinforcing Marines from Jinso join the party just as it looks like L. Stubert's gonna win, and bam. That is a win from Jinso. The reinforcements come in, but then the Mutas clean those guys up. So Jinso goes from 200 supply to under 100 supply, back up to 117 supply. L. Stubert's at 126. 20 Marines at a time being produced by Jinso. L. Stubert only making 9. This is a question of production. It's always a question of production in Mono Battle. Who can remax the fastest? Because you're going to lose your army if you really can only make one thing at a time. It's just difficult, you know? And I keep highlighting these lava pits. They have absolutely nothing to do with this game, but my brain looks at it and sees an army blob and goes, oh, and then it's not anything. All right, cool. Well, Mutos of Hyper 1. There are 33 of them. They have 2-2. 3-3 is going to be a while to come because he does not have a hive. Hyper 1 has no hive infestation pit though, so if he goes to lair, he can hive real fast. Jinso just tossed down a gajillion mules. Can't out-repair that damage, but the Stalkers can't really fight against these Marines either. We've established that a bunch of times already. Mutas and Marines fighting against the carriers because, well, the Broodlords can't do anything about that. The Broodlords coming in to fight with these Stalkers is pretty good. Just don't let the Marines get right under... There we go. I mean, these Broodlords have 0/0 upgrades, which is part of why they died so easily back earlier in the game. 0/0 Broodlords aren't as scary as, you know, 3/3 Broodlords. Who knew? Look at this working together stuff here, though. Nice. Hyper 1, I'm 12. El Stubert. Not part of the battle, but someone's controlling a little funny. Maybe it's El Stubert. And look, working together here, too. Kalashnikova and Jinso. Is Kalashnikova a Russian machine gun? Am I imagining that? Is it a generic Russian name, maybe? Kalashnikova. Is that just short for AK-47? No, it's not. Automatic rifle designed in the original design of Mikhail Kalashnikova. They are officially known in Russian as something something, but are widely known as Kalashnikovas, AKs. Oh yeah, or in Russian slang, a Kalash. So it is an AK-47, right? Anyway, what? Big engagement, Marine versus Marine here. Carriers can clean up if the Marines are down and the Stalker count isn't good, and it's not very good. And that's it. I'm 12. Taps out. Yeah, his Stalker count is down. He had no money remaining. He taps. El Stubert trying to hang on here. The Mutas of Hyper 1 trying to get damage done on the other side of the map too. Go. Go Hyper 1. 190 supply. He's got by far the biggest army right now, but they just don't trade super well straight up against carriers. Because carriers have all that armor, all that thick armor. Only 2 armor instead of the 3, but that's okay. It's only 2/2 Mutas, so I guess it evens out that way, right? Hang on, hang on. Oh, DT is just... not doing great. All right, so Muta's going after Warp Prism. The Dark Shrine is a good target. Or, you know, trying to starve Mr. Twister works too. He's at 2,000 minerals, but his worker count is 29 here at 21 minutes. Not terrible, not great either. And the carriers arrive, and the Mutas get the heck on out of there. Rallying Mutas flying through cannon supported by shield batteries. Not the happiest place for them to be. Mutas need to cut off down this right side, but if the carriers intercept, then they do manage to get out of there. Jinso taps. Oh. What's... Jinso's got like 100 Marines. He's got 60 Marines he could still fight with. So it's Kalashnikova and Mr. Twister fighting. Man, people are dropping from this game like absolute flies, fruit flies in particular. New Dark Shrine on the way from Twister. I guess it finally... Nope, he's still got this one. He just wants another one, I guess. Down here, I suppose. Yeah, that Marine carrier army will obliterate the Mutas, but once again, their speed, their ability to fly is keeping them alive. El Stubert over-stimming his Marines like crazy, but he's got 13,000 minerals and 12,000 gas. He's reactoring the crap out of his barracks. He should be able to make like 200 Marines at a time with that kind of money. Just remax in like a minute and a half, you know? Maybe even less time. How long does it take to build a Marine? Less time than that. Dude, these... Yeah, Mr. Twister's DTs are not really designed for direct engagements. I think we all know that. Kalashnikova sitting on 1,000 minerals does not really have the cash available to replace interceptors as they die, which is a problem for a carrier player late game like that. Carrier fleet big and scary, though. So I guess Kalashnikovs are kind of AK-47s? I don't know, man. I'm not really that big of a gun person. Big engagement here, Broodlords. Kalashnikova taps out. Enough Marines from Elstubert. Enough Stalkers from I'm 12. Who's left on Team North? Mr. Twister trying to fight here too, but Kalashnikova down to 21. Total supply. Hyper 1 GG. Twister GG. He's trying to fight with the remaining Marines here. Twister says GG, but he doesn't leave. He's the only one left in this game. But he's at 121 supply versus 130, 95, and 200 supply. Yeah, Elstubert has 153 Marines here. He has so much money. And yeah, Jinso's cash. Obviously no cash, but yeah, that's it. We're done. GG. Jinso taps out. Mutas of Hyper 1 trying to take down Nexuses up north. What a game. What a killer mono battle. I like this creep spread from Hyper 1 a lot too. Yeah, Elstubert casually remaxing, building 16 Marines at once. How many? And that's it. We're done. Twister's out. And our winners today. I'm 12, Hyper 1, Elstubert, and Lol Funny. Awesome. What a great game that was. It's been a while since I cast a mono battle, and that was definitely worth it. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 Marines there. 12 Marines there. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 51. I think you can make about 51 Marines at a time. Pretty good. Really not bad. Really not bad production here. He started out slow, but he got it figured out later. Nice job, Elstubert. Resources lost today. Winner was our carrier player, Kalashnikov. 52,000 resources lost by him. No, just kidding. Hyper 1, 53,000 in mutas, which is 200 mutas. Ay caramba. 200 mutas down is a lot of mutas. 51 carriers down is also a lot of carriers. 625 interceptors died today. Yeah, if Talk to Genius didn't leave early, might have gone different for Team North here, but 'tis the nature of team games, especially in the mono battles. So 500 Marines died on Elstubert's side of things, and 553 Marines died for Jinso. So Jinso started out better, but you know, our guy was okay. All right, Elstubert did very well as well. So nice work. And that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft II Legacy of the Void. It's an older game, but it's a good one. So you can find me at Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. And until next time, you take care of yourself.
The path of ascension is before us.